for watching the Jessa Channel on YouTube. I'm Jessa, and today I am here on Sunday, July 29th, 2018, to bring you the opportunity to get married. This is Jane Austen, married style, and I am Jessa. Hello, everyone. Hello, 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 hello. Let me go ahead and fix chat for you, for me, because I have an old chat in here. Let's get the new chat in here because it is busy today. Yay. So, for the gentlemen in Skype, can you give me a thumbs up if you can see me, see chat, and see everything else? Thumbs up. Perfect. Yes. Awesome. Okay, that was totally... Oh my God. Okay, can we just be frank for a minute and just talk for a minute and just be like, holy crap, that was just so, oh God. I am doing something that is a first for the Jessa Channel. I have two guys on Skype with me, the developers of the game that we are going to play today. And I have me, as per usual. I have their audio and their webcam and their voice, which will be up in a minute. And we're doing it as a separate stream, so I had a different stream key. And oh my God, that was just whoa. So I think we need to relax. Yeah. And so, you know what I use to relax? Everyone? Hello, Leon. What I use to relax when it's time to relax? Those guys right back there. Let me just grab one. Okay, let me just grab one because I think it's cuddle time. Don't you guys want to cuddle? I want to cuddle. Like, you know, before you get married, you need to like cuddle up a little bit. You know, I want to cuddle. Don't you want to cuddle? So our mascot today is Ping for this wonderful live stream featuring the developers of Austen Translation, Worthing and Moncrieff. Do you want to get married, Ping? You don't want to get married? But we get to get married to an eligible bachelor and shove all the other wenches in our way, out of the way, to keep us from match. What, you're not interested in marriage? You're single and that's all you're ever gonna... Okay, fine. So you guys, Ping's a player. So my husband is in chat right now. And he in Ping is his stuffed animal. No, our son's stuffed animal from childhood. But Nantuk back there and a couple of the other guys are actually from my husband's childhood. So I see a lot of awesome people in chat today. And I'd also like to see Worthing and Moncrieff in chat. So I'm going to say hello and I want you to go ahead and grab your mascot. Grab your mascot for me. Mascot up, everyone. First of all, I see Worthing and Moncrieff. I see Chocolate. I see Kyrian. I see my husband, Myrtle Palmwasher. I see Damo. Damo, you rock star. Damo is another Let's Player, Worthing and Moncrieff, who you might want to contact to play your game. He's very good. He's been around longer than I have, and I'll hook you up with him. If he's interested in it, which we'll find out in chat. Because if he doesn't like it, he'll tell us. Say hello to me, please. I see Valest. I see my mod team here. I think I saw Ralph. So now is the time to say hello to me and Ping. And I have the kindest. Hello, Ellen. I see Ellen. I see Patrick. Patrick has chosen his nappy time symbol for his mascot. I see Ralph. I see Vanya. I see Celine. I see Jim. I see Sky. I see Sky's mascot is a rocket. I see Leon Aventis. Hello, Leon. Leon is a Skyrim player. I remember that. And also, I'd like to ask my mod team to put their hands up. The mod team is very important to the Jessa Channel. They keep our chat safe. Ellen's is a little piggy today. Ellen's mascot. And my husband's mascot is a whale because we live by the beach and we love whales. So there's a lot of people here today. Chocolate is here and her mascot is a fox. Chocolate is a mod on our mod team. We have 3 of our mod team in here today. The mods, as I said, are essential to the functioning of the Jessa Channel. So please hug your mods. Hug your mods. All right. So let's go ahead and it's okay, Celine. Jim picked a lion. Oh, that's nice. So we Mascot up. Valest is a mousy. No, actually, that's a hamster. I know that. I know Valest well enough to know. Oh, so you do watch Rycon. I know Rycon. Well, not personally, but he's part of the people that anyway, that's fine. Ralph's mascot is an empty box because he's very philosophical and understands that the true human mind is pure emptiness or something like that. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and introduce our mascots and mascots. My mascot is Worthing Moncrieff. That's my mascot. So I'm going to switch to desktop view. I'm going to put Austen Translation up. And I'm going to switch to desktop view, which is, there we go. And on the screen now, you'll be able to see the game that we are playing, along with Austen Translation developers Worthing and Moncrieff. And you guys say hello and go ahead and speak on the mic. Mod team, give me a sound check as they speak, please.
Hello, everybody. We are delighted to be here on the Jessa Channel. Thanks for having us, Jessa.
Thanks for having us, Jessa.
Okay, and give me your names. On the left in the black shirt is?
I'm Mark Harpin.
And in the white shirt is?
I am Eric Hamill.
And everyone sounds great, loud and clear. Perfect. Thank you for the mod team. Because we spent an hour this week, Eric and I, working out how to pull all of that in.
Yeah.
And we were, I was through the miracle of the internet in Eric's apartment, which is awesome, by the way, watching his partner make dinner. It was great. It was very homey. I took off my socks, sat around on the couch. It was great. I mean, metaphorically, so to speak. Okay, hello, elegant designer. Welcome to the Jessa Channel. Again, I'm so happy to see you. We have a lot of people in here today, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to jump right into the game. So we're going to be doing developer commentary. That means that the first game, this is a satirical strategy game where we are going to attempt to get married before those other wenches take our man. You know, basically. And we're going to do whatever it takes, including shoving them off a balcony as they do a soliloquy about their love for our man. Whatever it takes to get ourselves married in the world of Jane Austen. We're going to be doing tonight. You know, this is not your family-friendly version. We're going to be knocking them women off left and right if we have to. We don't care. That man's gonna be ours. That vicar that we want to marry, the vicar, he's going to bed with us. Okay? So Carrion is saying, hello, Simmer. We have a lot of people in chat here. And this is, like I said, this is the first time we're doing this. This is an experiment. If it's successful, which I already think it is. So, hello, Joe Wiseman. So the developers are going to be doing developer commentary. What that means is that they're going to be assisting me in playing the game. This is completely blind, and you know that I don't do blind Let's Plays unless I happen to have the developers hanging out with me, in which case I go in completely blind. They will help me play the game, and I will play the first couple of games by myself. Then we're going to hot seat it, where the developers will be playing along with us. Because we have such low latency, it's a possibility that one of you guys might be able to fill out. You can play with up to 5 players. So it'll be the 3 of us, myself, Eric, and Mark. And then 2 of you guys from chat may be able to join us. And we're going to hot seat it and see who gets married first. But first of all, let's go in and I'm going to unmute the game. And You're welcome, Simmer. You know, I've seen you in chat before, but I haven't seen you for a while. So I'm going to go ahead and open the volume mixer here. I'm going to minimize Austen Translation for a minute so I can see the volume. Oh, here it is. That's why. There it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and unmute that. And I'm going to put everything, close everything down. You guys can see exactly what I'm doing on screen, including my Skyrim wallpaper. Dig it.
It's
Check
pretty.
it. It's awesome. Anyway, so let's go ahead and have the game up. There we go. So I'm hoping that the screens that I have up here won't get in the way too much of me playing the game. We'll see. The developers will help me with that if we need to.
Yeah.
All right, let's get this stream up to 30 likes, you guys. Let's give that a thumbs up. Because the thumbs up is, first of all, it's ego stroking. Come on, let's just be real. But also, it is lets other people find this content later on. Also, the mod team, before we continue, would you like to join us in playing Austen Translation on your computer? You can buy this game at Steam. Mod team, hit me up, please. You can go ahead and buy the game on Steam. The mod team will be putting the link in the description, in the chat room as we play. This game is also available, and you can also, the mod team has thrown the Steam link in and the website link in. So you can go ahead and check out Worthing and Moncrieff. We've actually played another one of their games. Tell me about the first game that we played for you guys. It was a mystery game. We played it on the channel.
That's right. It's a procedurally generated murder mystery game called A Matter of Murder.
Yep. And we killed everybody. We were guilty every time.
Yep.
At one point, the little girl did it.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, and I'm going to actually turn down the game volume because I think it's a bit loud. Mod team, sound check on the game volume, please. Thank you. Anyway, so yeah, it was pretty fun. A Matter of Murder. You can get that on Steam as well too. And Vanya played that with us. That was awesome. Is that the link for A Matter of Murder, Valest? I think that's the link for Austen Translation. But in any case, so we're going to be playing Austen Translation now. Okay, so let me go ahead and I'm just going to lower this a little bit. So we're going to go to I might have to move things just a little bit, but I think underneath here it says new
match.
So before you do that, Jessa.
Okay. All right, got it. New match.
Oh, good.
All right.
Oh,
this
actually,
is Felicia.
Can we jump in for a quick sec? We're not sure if you'd like
Jump
to
in all the time.
customize your own heroine.
Oh, awesome. Okay. So let me
If you go back, you could choose to customize create a heroine of your own.
Okay, so I'm going to lower the volume of Austen a little bit so I can hear you guys over it. And
sure.
then,
Thanks.
And then keep sound checking mod team until we have it right. Thank you. Okay, so as you can see, gentlemen, we want a professional outfit here, as I have a 4-person mod team who runs everything in the background, runs the whole shebang. So they keep everything really well.
They are pretty amazing. I've been in your streams before, and they rock.
Yeah, they do. Oh, you can't. Okay, let me fix that. I turned it down on my screen here, but you guys should be able to hear that game audio in just a moment.
Oh.
Oh, and actually, there's no. Yeah, you should be able to hear the game audio now. So let me know on that, Damo. You guys are not hearing the game audio. Okay, hold on one second. Just a moment, please. Oh. Rookie mistake. There you go. Okay, so can you guys hear you should be able to hear Worthing and Moncrieff. You should be able to hear the game, and you should be able to hear me. So make sure that that is correct. The game should be kind of quiet in the background. I'm going to raise the volume of the game a little bit. And I should keep this volume mixer up while we're doing this. Okay, so you should be able to see all that, and you can hear rain. So now here's the game up, and you guys should be able to hear Worthing and Moncrieff, and me and the game. Go ahead and say something. I'd like a soliloquy.
Sure thing. Well, we're really excited to be here today. Honestly.
Okay.
We're really proud of Austen Translation, and we're excited to share it with you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Yay. They are echoing. Okay.
Oh.
There's a bit of an echo. Okay. Just a minute. We did as much as we could beforehand, but it's just the nature of the beast. I mean, it's just, there's no way around it. You just have to work it out as you go, basically. Okay, all right. So how is that now?
Is that any better?
How's that? Shouldn't be any echo. You guys should not be. Yeah. How's the echo? You guys should not be hearing anything through my mic at all.
Oh dear.
Still echoes? Okay. Hold on a second. Let me try this. I'm going to mute my mic and tell me if there's an echo.
Oh, we are not talking, no. Morgwin, sorry.
Yes.
Go ahead and talk while you can.
I'll start with a fun fact about Austen. Jane Austen, actually, is that there are academics that actually believe that she knew what game theory was before it was a thing, because so many of her characters in her novel actually operate from a strategic standpoint.
Okay.
Go ahead and keep talking. Great. I'm so sorry, gentlemen. Just soliloquy.
No, that's fine.
No. So when we were originally developing the concept for the game, I think we were most interested in how to create a strategy game around sort of Jane Austen's life and work, the feel of her material. And I think you hit it right on the head, Jessa, where it's for us, it's not so much about the message being everybody has to get married. It's more about defeating the other rivals to get to the end.
Absolutely.
But now echo has come back.
Oh, the echo's back.
Ellen seems to think has come back. Yeah.
Oh dear. And I think. Oh dear. Audio is one of the trickiest things to master, and not just in live streaming, but in actual development. I did a lot of the work for Austen Translation. Well, I mean, I am the Worthing Moncrieff sound designer and composer, so I kind of live in the audio realm, and I know that it's a challenge. And I must say, I've never used half the stuff Jessa is using right now. She's a master at this sort of thing. So you guys in chat, is there a usual game you guys play on Sundays? Is Sundays usually a Sims, or what is the normal Sunday night routine? It is Sims.
It is Sims.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Actually, they just came out with an update. Not an update. New content, seasons, I think, which looked super fun. That's awesome. I haven't played Sims in forever. Have you ever played it?
I don't think I think. Oh, I shouldn't say this on the channel. I don't think I've ever played Sims.
It is fun. It is super cool, actually. And but it's funny that you haven't played it, Mark, because you love simulation games.
Yeah. You know, for some reason that one never crossed my path.
I haven't played it in ages, but I had a super fun time. It's a great game. Sims 2 was probably the last time that I actually did play it. Vanya Dolly.
Yeah.
So for me, retro is that's right. So actually, if you get Sims 2, the new content doesn't work, does it? That's too bad. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Saints Row. No. Hmm.
Yeah. Um, Oh.
There. There. Okay. You should be able to hear me now again. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
You should be able to hear me now. Yes. Okay. All right. So I have some good news and I have some very bad news.
Oh, dear.
The good news is that you can hear me. The bad news is that I may not be able to get the guys for you to be able to hear the guys. I don't know how to fix it yet. However, what I'm going to have them do is have them talk into chat. It's the best I can do right now until we work out the audio. I thought I had it, but the echo is where I'm stuck, and I don't know how to fix the echo. So we'll just have to try it again another time. I'm real sorry about that. Okay.
Sure,
so,
no, that's no problem, Jessa.
You can hear them? You can hear them now? You can hear the developers? And me?
It's magical.
Oh, I can't hear them, but I'm glad you can. Okay. I have no idea what I did, but what I'll do is I'll listen to the live stream over here. It'll be a little bit odd for me, but I'll listen to it because I can't hear them. I don't know why I can't hear them, but I can't hear them. But if I can hear them over here, that's good enough. Okay, so let's go ahead and play the game.
We love you, Ian.
So let's Ping, can you kiss me, please? I need a kiss.
God, I love this woman.
See that up here? See.
God, I love this woman.
Tell him a joke, Ping.
I can't.
Come on, something.
Mouse and the elephant's the only thing I got.
How about oh, I don't know. I don't know.
2 blue whales walk into a bar, and one blue whale goes, and the other one says, "Shut up, Steve, you're drunk."
All right, so let's go ahead and make a character, okay? So we have Felicia here. Can we change Felicia's name? Eric and Mark, can we change her name?
Well, you actually want to go back from that screen, I think. See, there's a big back button. Can we not see the screen?
Jessa, we also can't see the game at the moment.
Okay. Oh, okay. And then load your heroine here. Oh,
okay,
sorry.
Is there,
oops.
You know, I can pull this game up here, right? With no audio, right?
Okay.
So,
there we go.
actually, we need to get
You guys should
back
be able to see it now.
the create a heroine thing, right?
Yeah, hit the back button.
There you go. So now when you click play, you want to select create your own heroine.
Oh.
Oh. There you go. And
She's
there
black.
you go.
I love it.
Great.
Here
There we go.
So, we're gonna have a ghetto heroine because Jane Austen needs more ghetto.
We actually had a long conversation in the development process about what kinds of whether we needed to be truthful to the sort of Austen canon with skin tones, and we ended up going, nope, too bad. So you can see on the right there are your skin tone options, and when you have a skin tone you like, you can click next.
I am really very happy with that because that was one of the things. So yeah, with the skin tones over here, when I first looked at it, I said, they have black people in Jane Austen's world, which is unheard of because everybody knew that black people didn't exist then. So I was amazed that you guys took that evolutionary leap and invented black people before 1900, because we all know that they didn't even exist.
Yeah. No, we're definitely big fans of being inclusive and letting players sort of see themselves in the game world.
And I'm gonna just say that there better be an afro to choose from in here.
There we go.
Okay, I don't see an afro. However, this is gonna have to do. Okay? And we're gonna do her up with some purple locks because that's styling.
Yeah.
Yep, I dig that look.
By the way, if you guys are looking at chat, you can see that they are enjoying it immensely. So let's go ahead and fix her dress, you know? She just went to Walmart and got something really nice. So she's going to put on something that's nice that she just got on a Walmart special for $2.99. And I think we should go with, you know, because this is man hunting, this is serious business. Let's go for something kind of vibrant over here. So let's move chat a little bit so I can just see. Yeah, there we go. Vibrant. Nice.
Yeah.
She's getting married, you guys. La Shaniqua is going to be Mrs. La Shaniqua in a very short period of time. So, let me just fix my chat over here. Fix my window over here. There we go. So, so we have this. So, oh, you can give her a little bow. Okay, you guys, in chat, you get to decide what she's gonna get.
And there's
So
actually
you can see the
bars
choices
on the right-hand
here.
side, so there's more.
What's she gonna
options
get?
than
Let
what
me
you're
move
seeing.
chat over a little bit so we can see. All right, so we could go with glasses. Patrick. Patrick put, I think you mean choker, Patrick. Choker. Okay, so.
Yeah, Princess Plays knows.
Yeah.
So Vanya is saying we need bling. Yeah, cream choker. We have a mouse. We could go with a mouse for some reason. I don't know why. Ooh, a tattoo. Ooh, a tattoo, you guys. We could tat her. Let's tat her up. What do you think? Damo is saying that she needs something amethyst to match her hair. But I don't know.
Voltron.
So what do you guys think? Eric, Mark, what do you guys think? Should we tat her up?
I'm always a fan of the classic pearls myself.
The fries always crack me up.
Okay, since when is somebody sporting pearls in the ghetto? Like, have you been to the ghetto, Mark? Like, you look like you've never been to the ghetto. Let's just be real.
I do not get to the ghetto all that often.
I love this. This is like two like seriously white guys, and it's like me and La Shaniqua.
Yeah.
Fighting for the ghetto vibe. Okay, so let's go ahead and click next. All right, and then, so gentlemen, can you tell me what wit, ruthlessness, and charm mean?
Well, they're basically the three features of the character, and the gentlemen are going to be looking for certain values in wit, ruthlessness, and charm in their ideal mate. Wit is basically what it sounds like. Are you a sparkling conversationalist? Are you funny? Are you a little sassy, perhaps? Did you want to jump in?
Charm is exactly what you expect. Are you charming and vivacious and delightful? But throughout the game, you will be making choices to change these values to match the suitor that you're chasing.
Yeah, and then of course, ruthlessness is what you expect. It's whether you're willing to do whatever it takes. And we have a lot of conversation.
So Damo says, and I'm going to heed his advice, his wise advice.
Yeah,
we just need ruthlessness.
And I apologize for interrupting you. It's because of the delay. Sometimes that will happen.
Nope.
Not to worry. Not at all. It's all good.
Yep. We had originally called charm beauty. The attribute was originally called beauty.
So let's see if we can.
Playtester basically told us all the reasons why we didn't want to do that.
Okay. So, yeah. My camera is slightly covering theirs. There we go. How's that? Okay, so we have ruthlessness at 7, wits at 2, and charm at 1. And charm, I think, really should be 1 because La Shaniqua is not a very charming woman. She's desperate and wants to get off of food stamps.
Yeah.
So we need a suitor in order to have that kind of money. And in a serious note, would you like to talk about how that in Jane Austen's world would be very serious to get married and otherwise to keep off of basically the poverty line?
Yeah, we're taking kind of a lighthearted approach to that topic, but really all the messaging in the game, the sort of big motivator for the player is that they need to either get married or die in poverty, essentially. Yeah.
Which was also kind of Jane Austen's.
So, we can be lighthearted about this, but it really was serious.
Of the fact. And it's really easy for a modern reader to miss the biting satire in her work. And it's because it's very eloquent, beautiful and elegant.
Yep.
In many modern adaptations as well. So we took a sort of throw the kitchen sink, drop a piano on somebody, tact for that same satire.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and save our character.
Yep.
And now this time when you say play and you say start a new match, you'll be given the choice to pick La Shaniqua.
Ta-da!
Okay, so Felicia, I hate to say it, baby. You're gone. Oh, hell yeah, delete. Get out of here.
That's right, Jim. Bye.
Can everybody say it with me? Bye, Felicia. See you, girl.
And I think you just need to click on Lush and Equal.
Okay, so at this point, we click the arrows.
Nope, just click right on her, because you've only got, you don't have too many saved characters.
There you go.
There you go.
And now play, and you're good to go, yeah.
All right, so I'm going to read this, because you guys know how much, I know how much you guys like to listen to me read.
Yeah.
Introduction. Your terrible, terrible dilemma. Or disaster awaits. Which is what we call an ordinary Thursday. Mrs. Benchley pauses her pitiful weeping to clutch her daughter's hands like a novice swimmer grasping a life ring. You girls must really get it out of your... Let's try that again. You girls must really get it out of your heads to be rejecting every offer of marriage extended. Everyone! Why, you'll never get husbands, and then shall surely be the streets and begging and ghastly and debasing prostitution night after night, with nary a rest for all of us once your poor father has finally gasped his last. She paused, considering the prospect. Use this final social season, my girls, these last 4 events as your chance to find a capacious wallet. I mean, a kind and capable man. To save us all from poverty. Because this is what poverty looks like in that time. Please, sir, please may I have another? I'm very hungry. And I would really, really like a bit of that chicken you have there. Thank you, sir. All right, so at this point, we click next or something to click here, gentlemen?
Yep. Or just click anywhere. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Eligible bachelor time. This is good. Okay. All right. First of all, we have Hank Crawfish, Jack Willowy, and Lieutenant Drinks a Lot. I mean, Brandy. So each of these gentlemen have a small problem. Now, first of all, I think what we want to do is figure out why Hank Crawfish is so old and still single. Like, I'm gonna say it's one word, and I'm gonna put that word in chat because I think that it's really something I don't even want to say on the mic. It's just, but here's why. Here it is. Let's just put it here. Am I right? Let's just say that they did not have proper dental care back then, and brother you can smell the brother coming to court you like an hour before he shows up at your country estate.
Yeah.
Am I right? It's funky.
I think it's possible.
I'll go with you.
Jack,
yes,
we know he's not married because he's black, basically. So, you know.
Yes.
Say that again, guys. Sorry.
I think we never quite made a decision about why Hank was so old and yet unmarried, but we're happy to go with your choice.
And so why isn't Jack Willowy married?
He may not have quite enough money. I don't know. Or maybe he's just not quite old enough.
No, my theory is that he hasn't found a woman fashionable enough for him.
That's better. That's the best one.
Yeah.
And I just had a quick idea, actually. No, actually, never mind. I don't want to mess with it. I apologize. So I was trying to figure out how to be able to hear you on my computer, but never mind. Forgive it.
Oh,
okay, so let's go ahead and Jack Willowy. So what do we do next? We just choose one?
Yep. Yep, just click directly on the guy.
Hi, Ellen. So, chat. Okay, so chat, go ahead and pick for me. Hank Crawfish, Jack Willowy, or Lieutenant Brandy?
For maximum purpleness.
So I am just waiting for chat to choose on Hank Crawfish, Mr. Halitosis, Jack Willowy, Mr. Mr. Can't get married because unfortunately black, or Mr. Drinker. Okay, so we see chat is running here. Brandy, we see Brandy. I see Brandy here. If he can afford to drink, he must have money. Done.
That's true.
Chapter 1. The knives come out at the formal dinner party. Jack Willowy found himself on the horns of an unfortunate dilemma. Having agreed to attend the wretched dinner party this evening, he could hardly fail to appear without provoking awkward questions. He sighed monumentally, like a walrus preparing to perform Hamlet, and squared his shoulders. Perhaps they will be pouring my favorite English wine, a nice Chardonnay. He dared hope as his carriage lurched to a stop. Dinner served, y'all, and it's not your grandma's fried chicken.
Someone else has your dress.
So, Worthing Moncrieff, could you give us a little bit of what we need to do here?
Sure. So you're basically making a choice about what you want to do during the dinner party, and here are your 9 options. And you can see that all of your choices will change stats a little bit. So you're trying to massage your stats to match what you think your bachelor is looking for in a wife. So if we look at you are,
right.
You're looking for Lieutenant Brandy. So at the moment, you actually don't know much about what Lieutenant Brandy is looking for.
And I just realized I can lower chat over here and see it over here.
Ah.
Okay, so we don't know much about what Lieutenant Brandy is looking for? Is that correct?
Yes. Yes, because you'll see there's no information above his name. You don't have any of the little stat bars there.
Exactly.
But as the game goes on, you will probably learn more about what he's looking for.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And the other guys, too.
Yep, yep. So for now, you might choose to do something that boosts one of your low scores or that damages an opponent or something like that.
One question I have here is on my screen, and it might just be because I've minimized the window a bit. Mm-hmm. I can't see the top level of...
Oh, that is strange. So
and I think it's because I've resized the window.
The grid in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen.
I think it's because of Unity.
Yeah. as soon as this the choices go away, the top bars will appear again, but it looks like they're overlaying a little bit.
Yeah. And you can toggle it by clicking that again if you need to.
Yep.
Understood.
So it is your
All
turn.
right, so we go ahead.
Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah.
Chapter 1. Okay, so this shows our current chapter. So it's a fairly simple menu, beautifully designed.
Thank you. So you want to click on that grid thing again, the 9 boxes at the bottom there.
So
and then
tell me,
you'll get to make your choice.
tell me who did the design of this? Your designs are so unique.
Thank you. That's very nice. This is Mark. I did all of the visual stuff and the UI stuff for the game, the character design, that kind of thing.
And Eric, what did you do? What was your part?
I do sort of the other artistic half of that a lot of the time. I write the music and made all the sound effects. Mm-hmm. Recorded all the voiceover with our lovely actress. Her name is Janelle Mills, and she did, I thought, a lovely job pretending to narrate the game and be the voice of Jane Austen.
Yeah. And then together we do basically all the development, heavy lifting as a team. Yeah.
Okay, and this is created in Unity. Is that correct?
Yes, yeah, that is correct, yes.
So, here's what we can do during dinner. Here are our choices. We can slip in a saucy double entendre. Okay, you guys, we can slip in a saucy, I can't even say it. A saucy double entendre about melon ballers. You guys, we could do that at a dinner party. we would be like, oh, I have something perfect to go along with this. Hold on.
Oh, God.
Oh. Yeah, we've got props and everything going on.
Actually, that is...
Check this out, you guys.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this. Isn't this awesome?
Perfect.
Okay, so here we go. I am La Shaniqua. All right. I'm going to slip in a saucy double entendre. Okay. Well, I had no idea. I do declare that you would need such a tiny melon baller, Augusta. It just so happens that I have to get mine done in a very special size.
Gasp.
Oh, my.
How is this? Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. Or we could lecture a rival on the correct utensil to use for pickles. Oh, this is good. Oh, this is good. All right. Oh, so this is how that one would go. It would go like this. It would go like this. It would be like, oh, Fanny, I do believe you are using a spoon for your pickle. I find, don't you, Lieutenant Brandy, that one needs an ample utensil to handle an ample pickle.
That's amazing.
Oh! Yes, I will have another glass of sherry. Thank you.
Yeah, I think I'm turning red.
Tongs. We definitely need tongs. Absolutely. So we can also give a rival and incorrect directions to the powder room. So that would go something like this. Oh, Annabelle, do you need to tinkle? Oh, I'm sorry, I said that out loud. Oh, sorry. Yes, the directions? Well, I just got back from the powder room myself, freshened up. The directions are, you take a left at the billiard room, go beyond the servants' quarters, out to the pool hall, which is different than the billiards room, mind you. That's where the pool is, not where the billiards room is. Anyway, out to the pool room, now take a left down the drive, and when you get to the vicar's cottage, keep going. All right, and then at that point, there's a line of bushes along the side there. You can have a tinkle just there. Very comfortable. You should try it. It should take you about a half an hour to walk there, and then on your way back. If you could, would you get me a lemonade? Thank you, dear.
No. It's uncanny. That's exactly what we were thinking when we wrote the line.
Now, the other thing that we can do, so those will all give us... So you guys, when you guys wrote the line, I bet you had no idea that it would be mutilated with such gusto by me. Mutilated.
What do you say? Mutilated, embellished upon.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's embellishment is my middle name. So the next thing that we can do is dismember the suckling pig with unexpected gusto. I think we're gonna take out like what are those chainsaws? Like an 18th century chainsaw.
Good.
We'll be like,
good.
Vroom.
Sound effect, yeah.
Oh God, I really should have.
We can steer the conversation to a rival's fashion mistake. Or we can balance the chowder tureen too close to the table's edge. We can adjust our makeup using our fish knife as a mirror. Like this. Look, you guys. Look. Watch.
Yeah, that's basically exactly it. Yeah.
Kissable. Or we can pour a generous pour of sherry to pry loose a confidence. Okay, so tell me now, chat, where do you think we should go with this? What should La Shaniqua do to get Augusta, Violette, Fanny, and Annabelle out of the running? Go ahead and just type a couple words of your choice in chat now. Melon Baller. Ballers. 2 votes for the ballers. 3 votes for the ballers. Melon ball. Okay, everybody, you guys have an unhealthy obsession with melons, or you're very, very naughty. Okay, so by the way, I usually greet everyone who comes into chat that I recognize as being new. And I apologize for not doing that this time because we had a lot of audio stuff to work out. But Earl, I want to say welcome to the Jessa Channel. And in saying welcome, I'm going to take your offer, your choice. Oh. And so Earl, by the way, the Earl, perfect name for this chat. The Earl has suggested that we are going to slip in a saucy double entendre about melon ballers. Let's do that.
It's a good choice.
Yes. Solid choice.
Her oh so clever melon baller's remark is what passes for wit this time. The young lady dismembers the suckling pig with disturbing vigor. Oh my! A pig slice goes flying over. All right, it's Fanny's turn. A rival vainly checks her appearance in the tiny reflection of the fish knife. Annabelle's turn. She gives a clueless girl intentionally incorrect directions to the loo.
Uh-oh.
So one of the things I'd like to know, Mark, is the fantastic paisley-ish background that you have for everything.
Oh, yeah, that was.
Did you create that, or did you get assets for the game? How was that?
Well, I'm a graphic designer during the day. That's sort of my day job thing. So all of the patterns of the game are all vector graphics and just layered in two slightly different colors. And that was part of the original. That came from the very first sketches that we did for character stuff for this game. It's one of the very earliest graphic ideas that we had when we started.
So, in all honesty, gentlemen, I am really impressed with this game. It's beautiful. It's funny, very funny. And you have gone great lengths to make it modern and still keep Jane Austen's unique style. You know, the fact that we could have La Shaniqua possibly get married is something that I think is very amusing, but I also think it makes me feel good in my heart because I have never been able to really feel a connection as a Black young girl and now woman. When watching those movies, I just felt like I'd be the person picking the cotton out in the backyard, honestly.
Yeah.
So that makes me feel very happy. Thank you so much.
Oh no, it's we're so glad that that we got to
do
this.
And I apologize so much for the delay. It's going to make me keep accidentally interrupting you.
No, it's all good.
That's fine. Yeah.
So, how have we done on this at this dinner party? In which it was a fantastic dinner. It was lacking in cornbread, though. I'm very disappointed about that. La Shaniqua has a couple of crumbs on her bodice. But, and it's also, this fan, by the way, this fan does double duty because it gets very hot under that dress, if you dig what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
It gets hot in there.
No.
Okay. If you ever wanted to be under someone's bodice, I mean, under their skirt, just, you know, it's mighty funky. So it looks like he has smiled. This is our suitor, Dr. Drunk, Mr. Drunk, Mr. Brandy. He smiles in shy approval of your last action. You can just feel the two of you getting closer, growing closer. And in fact, during the piano recital after dinner, he actually endeavored to sit next to us on the couch. As we sat there fanning ourselves and occasionally lifting our skirt to get a cool breeze going, he sat down and said, "Madam, I love your coiffure." And La Shaniqua said, "Oh, baby, I just had it done. Thank you very much."
Yeah.
Now, let's go ahead and click anywhere on the screen. Chapter 2. This game is ideal for our channel. This is the type of game we love.
Oh, good. I'm so glad.
A harp recital brings out the worst in high society. It is a fact much agreed upon that the dulcet plinkings of a masterly play. Let's try again. I can't read. Okay, let's try that again. It is a fact much agreed upon that the dulcet plinkings of a masterfully played harp must, perforce, bring out the better angels of a man's brutish nature. More's the pity, then, thought Lieutenant Brandy, that we haven't a harpist worth their salt among us. He sighed, resigned, but still resentful. Of course, he grumped. It would be quite a different matter if this were a... Oh, good Lord, you guys. You're mean. All right, I'll give it my best. I will give it my best theatrically trained as I am, along with these guys. Another reason why I like these guys so much, we're all three theatrically... you wouldn't be able to tell from my enunciation right now. Theatrically trained.
Yes.
We'll give this a try. Clavichord recital.
Oh.
One can hardly go wrong with an evening of clavichord. Woo! Yay! Thank you, Celine. Thank you. Thank you so much. Damo, by the way, another fun fact, Worthing and Moncrieff, is that Damo, who I mentioned, is another live streamer and YouTube. He's great. But anyway, he is... What time is it where you are now? He's staying up very late just to watch this. I know where he is. He's a friend of mine. So, and there are people who are watching from all around the world right now. Joe is in Australia. In fact, put the country that you are in right now. Valest is in, Valest, where are you at again? Finland, I think? Ralph is in England.
Oh, wow.
The Netherlands. The Netherlands.
Yeah.
Vanya is in Finland. Joe is in Australia.
Oh, yeah.
So there are people from all over the world watching you guys right now. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks, everybody.
So let's keep going.
Oh my gosh.
Round two. Round two, babes. Let's bring it. All right. So, and I know you guys have to have a time crunch too, so we might not be able to do very much, but I'll try.
Not to worry.
Yeah. So now you'll notice you can see a little bit more about what Lieutenant Brandy is looking for.
Oh, we can. Oh, yeah, look at that. All right. So I'm going to remove this. Okay, so Lieutenant Brandy is looking for wit. Well, I know a couple of dirty jokes about a mouse and an elephant. We did, the Earl. We did. The melon baller was a win. All right, so it is currently our turn, La Shaniqua's turn. Before we take a turn, let me ask you a question, gentlemen. Is this available on iOS or tablets, phones? I know your first game is.
That's
Macintosh?
True.
What other platforms do we have?
So at the moment, we are only available on Steam for Mac or PC. But we are not currently on mobile for Austen Translation.
Okay. Do you have plans for that, or is that something you're still working out?
It is something that we are still working out.
Yeah. It's a little more technically challenging for Austen than it was for Matter of Murder, so we're still exploring our options.
All right, so let's go ahead with round 2. Lieutenant Brandy has a lot of wit, but we have ruthlessness. And we're determined to never eat another block of government cheese as long as we live.
Mm-hmm.
All right, gentlemen, round 2. Turn order is La Shaniqua. We are up first. These are the options that we have. We can ask a rival about an esoteric question about harp tuning and make her look stupid, because I obviously know all there is to know about harp tuning and plucking. We can scandalize a rival by referring to the plucking harp player. We can slide a few coats aside so we can sit closest to the door. This one I don't understand.
It's so that you get to play first next round.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. Got it.
Yeah.
All right. We can accuse a rival of tearing up during the glissando. Mm-hmm. Oh, well. And I guess crying during the glissando is incredibly poor manners. No woman of quality would ever show emotion during the glissando. What the heck is a glissando? Dudes.
So it's you hear harps and pianos do it all the time. Actually, when they run their finger across like all of the strings, it goes from like they can go low or high, like brrr, that sort of thing.
Got it. Okay, mod team, heads up. Can you throw a link to a definition or maybe a little short video of a glissando?
That would be fun, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Okay, now, we could carelessly tip the harp over onto a rival, which I love. We're probably gonna be doing that. Plant a woman's suffrage pamphlet in the ladies'... It looks like my, once again, my resolution, how I've changed the window so I could easily stream it, has caused that to be cut off.
Oh, no, actually, it's a British, I think it's a Britishism. It just means the ladies' room, but they don't say the room part. They just say the ladies.
Okay. The ladies, got it. Okay. We can point out that a rival's dress matches the harp cover spoken for. Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so there were 2 players who played
What
before
does that
you
mean?
this round, Fanny and Violet.
Oh, okay. So that's why you want to go first. Got it. Okay.
Yep.
So we can play a harp solo so prettily a rival swoons. We could actually we could like jam out so hard on the harp that a rival just goes, ah! And then get this, you have to pick her up. So what would happen is she would do that, and then you'd have to pick her up, like, and we would purposely pick her up in such a way that her dress fell over her head, and her bloomers were showing, and we would just kind of toss her out of the room.
Yeah.
So, all right, chat, you are up. Thank you. Morgwin has put a glissando video in.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, mod team. All right, so what? Let's go ahead and choose, chat. I like the rival swooning thing. I think we should definitely do the swooning. What do you guys think? Or tip the harp. Or we could crush the winch with a harp. So just
Harp also.
So give it to me, chat. Tip the heart. Tip the heart, or throw her out of the room after she swoons. Tip the heart. So Sky is voting for tip the heart. By the way, Sky is the latest patron to the Jessa Channel. Thank you so much, Sky, for joining us on the. If you can. Sorry about that. The delay is making my brain hurt. Anyway, I can hear myself right after I speak. It's very disturbing.
Sure.
Anyway, Sky is the newest patron. If you want to join in and get the same benefits that Sky is now getting, go on ahead and join us on patreon.com. The mods will throw a link into chat. Morgwin was like, bam! Dang, she's good, man. I have the best mods in the business, man. Okay, so we have Tip the Harp is pretty much unanimous for Tip the Harp, so let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to act this out as to how we do this, okay? La Shaniqua is sitting there. Actually, I'm going to say that La Shaniqua is playing the harp, because why not? You know, harp, jamming out on the bass with some George Clinton and some funk groove. It's basically the same thing. It's not that different. So anyway, she's just like jamming out, you know, and she's rapping along. She's like, I got this down. Got this down. And her flow is fropping like this, and she's getting into the groove, you know, and then she starts doing the funk groove where you kind of slap the harp like this. So she's like, slap, pop, dump, bump, but dump, slap, pop, dump, slap, pop, and her tongue is kind of hanging out because she's getting in the group. Slap, pop, and then she's like, and then she whips in damn it, she whips in a glissando just to finish off. She's all like, pling. And on the last pling, one of the women passes by on the way to go all the way down to the vicar's house by the hedge to go to the bathroom. And at that moment, La Shaniqua, our heroine, gently taps the bottom of the harp and just pling, push. And down that winch goes with a harp. Like, so there's like her laid out, right? You know, and like her shoe, her little slipper, her little elegant slipper goes flying, right? You know what I'm saying? And then like her other foot, you know, is like kind of gets caught up on that, and it just goes and like this terrible noise, right? And then like almost like, cause she's got this bodice action going on. I don't want to do too much because it's family friendly, but you know, it's like kind of down low like this, you know, and like one of her titties like almost flops out. It's really embarrassing.
That's exactly what I do.
And Mark is laughing so hard that I think I just made him take his glasses off because he's busting up so hard.
Yep. Oh man.
Oh dang. Hold on, I gotta join you. Oh gosh, that's good. Okay, so so anyway, and then we're like, oh, I'm so sorry. Please excuse my clumsiness. So so then they pick up our unfortunate rival and carry her out and accidentally drop her, so her head bumps on the carpet and her dress flies over her head, and I'm like, oh, my modesty has been offended. And we like straighten out our afro. And then all of a sudden, after all of that goes down, there's like this complete silence. And then Mrs. Darby goes, bravo! 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 That was lovely, lovely, darling. So we're going to go ahead and do that now, after I got finished acting all that out. Let's see what happens.
So now you get to pick which rival you want to drop the harp on.
Exactly, Morgwin.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Leon. Okay, so, we get to pick who we put the harp on. No way. That's awesome. Okay, so it looks like what we want to do is pick the person who has the highest wit, because they'd be a good match to Lieutenant Brandy. Is that correct?
Yes, that would be the strategic route to go. Yep.
Okay, so the chat though is voting for Fanny. They have it in for Fanny. And so since we're all playing together, I'm going to go for the chat. I'm going to go for what they're saying.
All right.
I don't know why they don't like Fanny. I think they don't like Fanny because she's Latino, which is kind of close to black, and they don't want any rivalry.
Or because she's wearing your dress.
She's like Puerto Rican. Oh, she's wearing my dress. Oh, that could be it too.
Yeah.
Oh, that could be. That's probably it.
It's the dress. It was the dress.
Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and click her. Oh, look at her face. She is ticked. She whips out a couple of rude things in Spanish. She came to the next day and just told us off in the garden.
She sure did.
That's funny that I thought it was because. So what does this say?
Oh dear.
Ooh.
Thoughtfully muddy roads. What is that?
It's actually frightfully muddy, but Brandy's hair is big. Yeah.
Brandy, get your mug off my text. Get your fro off my text, brother. But no, look, you guys, don't you think they're meant for each other? Because look, they have the same swoop.
They do.
They do, but the hearts would suggest otherwise. Because you got 0 out of 4.
Exactly.
Which is as bad as you can get.
No. Are you?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Whoopsie.
Okay, so basically what you're trying to share with me is that Lieutenant Brandy gave her a carriage ride in which he basically more or less told her off.
In a very polite Jane Austen way.
Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah. So now your choices are you can stick with
so
Brandy
here's how
and
that
try to
went
fix
down,
the
y'all.
relationship, or you can pick a different bachelor.
Oh, so that means we've lost him for good?
No, you can keep working on the relationship, but we're trying to give you some guidance to tell you that you're basically his last choice of all the available women.
Currently.
All right, I've never been more serious in my life, gentlemen. And I want the entire internet to know.
Yeah.
I am not going down without a fight. I don't care what he thinks of us. That has nothing to do with getting married.
Okay.
I have boobies, and he will enjoy them if it's the last thing I do. All I can tell you is that I only need to pack one thing on the honeymoon, and that is a melon baller. Am I right?
Yeah.
Back me up, chat. Come on, back me up. Kirian's like, it's personal now.
He'll get on me.
Okay. All right, so frightfully muddy roads give La Shaniqua and her bachelor the perfect excuse to share a carriage ride, wherein he also shares his opinion of her. It goes something like this. Madam, whereas I find your glissandos to be excellent of technique, I find that they are lacking in charm. That poor lady I have grown up with since I was but a young boy, tromping about upon the fields and moors. And to see her in such a disagreeable state, with her, I hesitate to even say it out loud, her underclothes on display, is not of a woman's quality such as yours.
Mm-hmm.
If I could get out and still be a gentleman and make you walk home, I would. But I am, unlike you, still a person of gentle bearing and born.
That sounds about right.
Harsh.
Yeah.
That is all.
Yep.
That's how you tell somebody off. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and click past this now.
Yeah.
And we're going to go back to Lieutenant Brandy because, like I said, I don't even care. We're going to win that boy back. It is on. Can I get it? Can I get an amen in chat? Give me an amen. Amen. It is on. You guys can see him agreeing in chat. Isn't that funny?
Fabulous.
Okay, chapter 3. An evening of parlor games. It's time for a cup of tea. Let's take a quick sip break. Oh, God. Woo! This has been really fun. I think I might have to do this again.
Oh, good.
It's been a lot of fun for us to watch you play, too.
Sure.
Well, you know, in all seriousness, and we'll just for a moment be serious here, which is rare around here. But anyway, I posted on Reddit before we went live in the game development subreddit that this is something that could be extremely beneficial, particularly to indie developers. Imagine if it were your release day for the game. And for release, when you have so much interest in the game, a lot of developers will do a release day stream playing the game themselves. That's nice, but they know the game inside and out. So we don't know it at all. So we're going to be playing with this viewpoint that is completely new. It's fresh. Whereas you guys know good and well not to pick Lieutenant Drunk Man again. We don't know that. We're going to go ahead and pick him and just see what happens. And we can see my face. We can see your face. and the chat is getting to kind of join in with us already. So I don't know if you've noticed, but you've already made a couple of sales from this stream. A couple of my patrons have already gone off and bought your game.
Which is awesome. Thank you.
Now, if I had just put up the game itself and said and played it, and said, please buy this game, which I do all the time because I only play games that I believe are worth buying and that fit the channel. And I'm very picky about what I play, as you guys know. They might have gone over and done that, but because they can see that there are two real human beings here, they can connect with you. And because we're all laughing our butts off, they can see that this would be an experience that they could do as well, too. So, you know, it makes them, it brings in the human experience more that I can't deliver alone. As much as I might know you guys well, I might be able to say, well, they did this and they did that and they told me they did this and they did that, but it's not going to be nearly as interesting if it's not coming straight from you guys' mouth.
Yeah, I guess so.
And it also kind of shows up.
So Morgwin, being the awesome mod that she is, has put a I'm sorry, go ahead and do that. Start again. No.
I jumped right on top of you. It sort of shows up how fun Austen is as sort of a group house party experience when you can play with like 5 of your friends in a living room and everyone gets to yell and pick choices and make fun of each other. The game really does shine.
So if you want to play with 5 people, gentlemen, do you need to buy 5 copies? Like with Divinity Original Sin 2, for example?
Absolutely not.
It's hot seat multiplayer.
So listen up, guys. That's awesome. So explain to me what hot seat multiplayer means.
At the one of the first screens you were at, where you saw the little different slots, if you click on the slot, it'll bring you down to the same menu where the other heroines are, and you basically just select them, and then they will show up on the list above. And then when you start the game, play works exactly the same, except now you're controlling 3 or 4 different characters, or as many as there are players.
So if there are 5 of you in a living room together, we like to put the game up on a large screen television and then play with a Steam controller, and you pass it from hand to hand. Everyone gets to watch and make their own choices. It's a ton of fun.
So you can do like murder mystery games after a dinner party. That's awesome. But think about this. Think about inviting 5 of your friends over for dinner and pizza, right? Pizza, beer night. Yeah. Get everybody liquored up and then try and completely off your friends. Take them out.
Yep.
Because
exactly.
Lieutenant Drunk Man will be yours, or words will be had. So I'm going to put it out there to my patrons. If you buy this game, right? For one of my patrons, I am going to offer you a Steam key. I'm going to buy the game. The Worthing and Moncrieff gave me a copy, but with the Jessa Channel Patreon money, I'm going to buy the game. One game. But what you have to do is go over to Discord, where Worthing and Moncrieff will also be, because I'm going to send them a Discord link. By the way, Worthing and Moncrieff, our Discord is private. You can only get there by invitation by me or by being a paying patron.
Mm-hmm. Oh, great. Well, thank you for the invitation.
You're welcome. So anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you guys to go into Discord, and if you want this game, I want you to tell me what your menu would be that you would serve for the dinner party that you're having with your 5 friends. And then you have to show me a picture of the dinner party in Discord after it's done. Do you understand? If you want to join in on this, you have to be a patron. Therefore, head on over to patreon.com/the Jessa Channel, and you can win a free copy of this game, provided you give me the menu that you are going to do and promise to show me a picture of you guys playing Austen Translation. The menu can be fancy, or it can be like, we're going to do Domino's pizza and this type of beer, Michelob. So Ralph is saying that sounds like a lot of work. So I'm just going to pay the £5.
Oh my God.
And that works too.
Yeah.
And if you want to, you can name your hero in Jessa, like Crafter is suggesting. And let me know how Jessa did and whether she got married or not. Okay? So let's move on to Chapter 3. Chapter 3. An evening of parlor games goes off the proverbial rails. Oh, what were we just talking about? Parlor games.
Yes.
An evening of parlor games promised a bit of a release from the iron propriety of good society. Hank Crawfish's pulse raced in anticipation. Perhaps we might even play a stimulating game of wink, wink, murder. And just so you know, wink, wink, murder involves everybody hiding in dark quarters and the murderer sneaking up on them, lifting their dress and copping a feel. So, needless to say, La Shaniqua is all for this game. It's her favorite parlor game ever. She knows the best and darkest places to hide in the manor. Oh, but Chocolate said that they will know that Hank is coming due to his breath. That's why he never ever wins at Wink Wink Murder, because everybody's like, I know it's you, Hank. God, please get some wooden teeth or something. Learn how to floss, even though that doesn't exist yet. Please. Wink, wink, murder, he posited to himself, for it was quite his favorite, as he is very naughty, Hank is. He considered the chess piece in his hand, noting that his hand was trembling slightly, and placed it back on the board in preparation for tonight's festivities. Now, so, he is thinking about chess, but we all know, or he looks like he's thinking about chess, but we all know that he's thinking about nookie nookie hanky panky. because he hasn't had any, because he's pretty much a virgin, because nobody wants to get near enough for that. You know, basically breath only a mother can love. All right, so here we go to chapter 3, ladies and gentlemen. It is on for Wink Wink Murder. Let's go ahead and see who we have here. We have Lieutenant Brandy. Oh, this is good. By the way, Damo, are you still here? Sometimes I ask that because he falls asleep in the middle of chat all the time.
Oh.
I kind of wish it would be cool if we could change the suitors' names to people that we know. Like if I could change it to Lieutenant Damo and like Willowy Ralph and stuff like that. That would be cool. So we could like have it be like celebrities and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, we'll put that on our list of things to talk about.
Yeah.
Is that something that you guys can add in, or is that too difficult to code? Okay. So, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have 3 spoken for already. The best may have been picked, but that's all right. We'll still manage. First up, we have point out an advantage a rival had overlooked. So I think that means that while we're playing the game, Lashanique was like, over there, you see that? You see that dark corner over there? That's darker than this corner over here, and you might get more of a bit of a rump rub. And that's what the reason why I asked that is because I really, really want to rename Jack Willowy to Damo. So I can have Damo running around rump rubbing our heroines. Damo, is it all right with you if we change Jack Willowy to Damo Willowy, please? Or we can call him Jack Damo. That sounds good. That sounds like he's a private eye or something. Let's see if he'll let us do that, because I want to have Damo running around rump rubbing. While I'm waiting for him to awesome. He says sure. Yeah. Okay, so our first suitor is Jack Damo. And and I think that one of the other suitors should be one of you two. Raise your hand if which one of you guys want to be a suitor. Come on.
I will.
Yeah. Okay, so Eric is gonna. So now we have Eric Crawfish, Jack Damo, and Lieutenant Drunkman. Okay, so so we point a imperious finger over at Damo, who's over giving too close of an eye to the sherry table, and we're like, if you hide in that corner, I do believe that Jack Damo showed some interest in the particular curtains over there. So let's go for support a rival advocating a hardline take on the rules. Comfort a rival after poor play leads to crushing defeat. We could put her head in our ample bosom and be like, that's all right, baby. It's all right. We've all had to deliver on crushing defeat, and that's very, very difficult, and I do understand it. But that's... Anyway, we could hide the extra cards. Where would we hide them? That's what I want to know. And playing pieces about the parlor. I think we're gonna do that because we're gonna shove them right down our bloomers.
Yeah.
We can swap the game pieces with a rival so they match your dresses. That's boring. We can claim a confession as your prize for winning a game. What does that mean? Can you describe that? What does that, claim a confession?
So that means that you'll get to pick one of the bachelors and you'll know who is their current favorite.
Oh. But how would I act that out? Like, what does that term mean, claiming a confession? Like,
it was actually a thing back in the Regency.
Somehow or something?
When people played parlor games, one of the prizes, the scandalous prizes, was that you could force someone to like tell you who they were interested in romantically.
Sort of like Truth or Dare.
Yeah, a little bit.
Shut up.
Yeah,
oh, okay, that's my new favorite. Okay, so let's go ahead and so let's go ahead and vote now. I like comfort a rival because we could squeeze her into our boobs and stuff. That would make us look more matronly, like we're good with having children or something. I also like hiding extra cards and playing pieces about the parlor. We could also claim a confession. So go ahead and vote in chat. Go ahead, chat. Heads up and vote.
Claim confession.
Chocolate's like, let's suffocate her. I mean, comfort her. So we want 2 votes for claiming a... By the way, Crafter thinks that you look like Seth MacFarlane.
Oh, God.
Eric? By the way, aren't they handsome? Let's have the embarrass the guys part of the show. Because they knew this was coming. Because they know me. They know me well enough to know.
You already oversold us on your tweets this week. No.
Eric in particular and I have become really good friends.
No.
So, you know, and he'll sometimes post a picture on Twitter and he's so cute. He's so cute. I'll go and take the tweet to my husband and be like, look how cute he is.
Oh, God.
We'll admire. Okay, so we'll go ahead. It looks like we have 2 votes for claim confession, 2 votes for crushing her into a chest. We have 3 votes for claim confession. Another vote by Sky for claim confession. So that wins. We're going to go ahead and claim confession.
But from whom?
All right, so let's go ahead and do that. And so this is how we'll act that out. La Shaniqua was strolling around the garden before the game. Sitting on a bench was Eric Crawfish, who looked remarkably like Seth MacFarlane. She walked over and sat herself delicately upon the beautiful white wired bench. I'm thinking of one of those benches with intricate flower wire metal bench.
Scrolling. Yep.
It's a beautiful night. And dinner was delicious, in which La Shaniqua has managed to behave herself throughout the entire dinner, having taken to heart a little bit some of what Lieutenant Brandy said to her about her dignity, her class, and lack thereof. She turns to the gentleman, Eric, whose eyes sparkle in the late sunset gloom. In the gloaming. And, I've always wanted to use that word in a game, the gloaming. Anyway, and suddenly she finds herself being a gentle ear to deep and rather bosom heaving details on Eric's interests in whoever he's interested in. He won't mention the lady's name because he's way too well born for such a thing. but he gives enough details for us to give a couple of guesses. La Shaniqua says, leaning over closely to him, with her slippered feet delicately crossed, her slippered ankles delicately crossed, she leans over to him and says, "Of course you can keep a secret with me. I find that a gentleman needs to unburden his breast from time to time. And I feel it is a most gracious choice of you to have chosen me for such an honor. And I feel that you have made me a special friendship, and I take it wholeheartedly." And she lifts her beautifully her manicured 2-inch nails that have like different like tattoo symbols on each one of them, you know, like you see with the best ghetto women, those big long nails, you know, that they and she's like, she lifts her hand out like this, and he gives it a gentle kiss, and she says, "You can trust your secret with me." He thanks her, giving her a gentle kiss. "La Shaniqua, you are a woman of women." And she, in her head, she thinks, "Boy, you don't know the half of it. You do not know the half of it. Wait till you see my melon ballers." Let's go ahead and claim a confession and see how this round plays out. So I believe that there are 3 rounds, 3 chapters, I think. So we're going to find out how we do afterwards. 4.
4. Yeah.
Okay, so the game is playing out here. Oh, we have to pick a gentleman. Oh, I got it. Okay, I got it. So let's pick who. So what are we trying to do here? What's the strategy here, gentlemen?
Well, you can either be trying to figure out who your bachelor is most interested in so you can sabotage her, or you can be looking at other bachelors to see maybe if you want to change to a different bachelor who might like you better. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you guys think we should do, chat? What do you think we should do? I mean, we want Lieutenant Brandy, but Jack Willoughby, he hasn't done anything. He's just, I mean, in other words, he's been very polite and quiet the whole time. Jack Damo. Damo has just been, besides kind of hovering around the sherry table, I mean, he's just been a gentleman. So maybe we should find out who he's interested in. I mean, I know we want to go for Lieutenant Brandy. We should ask our guy who he likes, because we could. Okay, so the Earl says Jack. So we did want Lieutenant Brandy, but we could also, have her evolve as a character and maybe perhaps change her mind. So it's up to you guys. Because we know that Lieutenant Brandy doesn't want us. We know that. But maybe we can off his rival. What do you think? Go for Jack Damo? Okay, so let's go for Jack Damo. I agree. I just feel like, I don't know, maybe we're just sort of growing up a little bit. What? Why you black-dogged, nasty, dirty old, ugly, sherry-sipping, You know what? All I can say, Violet, is better you than me.
Yep.
There's a -2 on that bad boy for a reason. But also let us know, gentlemen, what the -2 is about from a game. In an
earlier round, one of the players chose an option that gave a penalty to all of Hank Crawfish's future marriages. So they showed him as being mean or prudish or standoffish or something, so he gets a permanent negative.
Prudish, standoffish, or something. I think we all know what the something is. Come on, gentlemen.
Yes.
Say it with me. Halitosis. Okay, so Jack liked Augusta, so Violet and her bachelor seem to be getting on quite like a house on fire. A pity there's nothing to be done about that. Ooh, a new chapter. What is this? The long-lost siblings? A plot twist! Shaniqua! Oh, just like in, that, where the evil two siblings came and tried to break everything up,
Oh, was it Sense and Sensibility?
Which one was that, guys? You guys know, I don't know. You guys are the Austen experts. I don't know.
Experts? Certainly not.
No. It's not Pride and Prejudice.
I believe it's like two sisters. I mean, a sister and a brother came, and the sister tried to get in the way of a marriage that was forming. Anyway.
Oh, that might be Mansfield Park with the Crawfords.
And the brother.
No.
Yeah. Sense and Sensibilities.
Maybe.
Yeah, the Crawfords. Okay. I don't think it was Sense and Sensibilities. I think it was Mansfield Park. Is that right?
It could be.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Ah! Am I right? Ho! Booyah! I can't believe I was able to guess that over you guys.
I can.
Yeah. All right, so here we go. Plot twist. Now, keep in mind, chat, that everything that we've seen today is blind. I've never played the game before. I opened it up enough to work out the settings, but otherwise I knew nothing. So this plot twist I didn't see coming. So, starstruck lovers discovered to be long-lost siblings, which, let's be honest, that happens like all the time. In fact, I think I might be second cousins with my husband. I don't know. I think we might be distantly related. Anyway, the arrival of a mysterious letter from a London hospital could hardly have caused a larger stir, or arrived more in the nick of time. It seems that, through some Byzantine, nice writing, accident involving inattentive nannies, improperly secured prams, and absurdly credulous parents, our beloved Hank Crawfish and the scheming Annabelle are actually brother and sister. Dun dun dun! Of course, any thought of further pursuing their relationship must be banished. Now, actually, gentlemen, the vicar was involved in this talk between Hank, Eric Crawfish, and Annabelle. So, Eric, first of all, I want to say I am ashamed of you. Absolutely ashamed.
Me too.
Look at Mark looking at Eric like, yeah, brother. What were you thinking? Couldn't you see the family resemblance? It's obvious.
Shame. I feel shame.
Yeah.
Anyway, plus, you know what gave it away? Annabelle had some serious halitosis too.
Oh.
And so, because neither of them smelt the other's breath. It's like their noses had deadened after like 20 years, and they were both virgins. So the vicar spoke to them and said, I cannot sanction this marriage, for you would be going against the will of the good Lord above. However, I can agree that you move into the carriage house at the manor and live comfortably as brother and sister in separate rooms, mind you.
Of course.
And give lessons to maiden ladies on dental hygiene. Be gone, for dinner is served, and tonight we're having deer. So, by the way, check in with me, chat. How are you guys doing? Are you enjoying yourselves? If you've bought the game already, hands up. Let's see who's bought the game so we can give him a hug pile. Hug pile. Also, Worthing and Moncrieff have let us know that there are 16 possible plot twists that the game can choose from. So you're not going to always get this plot twist. So there's a lot of replayability in this game. Is that correct, gentlemen?
Yeah, actually, also every chapter that you've played so far also could have been a different event. Like there was the harp concert this time.
Yeah,
but
there's a croquet match. Yeah. There's a choir practice. There are 16 different chapters.
Oh, choir practice. Oh, I wish I'd gotten choir practice because I would have had a good time pretending to be La Shaniqua, singing the good Lord's hymns at the top of her voice. Oh, that would have been awesome. All right. Hug Pile Crafter, because Crafter bought the game. Hug Pile Crafter. 1, 2, 3, Hug Pile. Boom! Crafter. Thank you, Crafter, for supporting independent gaming. Thank you so much. Independent development. Okay. So, and Joe, you just typed something, but it didn't come up. Was that supposed to be a hand up? Did you buy it too?
Oh.
I don't know. Anyway, yeah, there's some blank emoticons coming into chat that I don't see.
Oh, I think they're hugs for Crafter.
Oh, hugs. Oh, okay. They're like, no, I didn't buy that dang game. I'm just trying to hug her.
So long as everyone's having fun. That's the important thing.
All right, so let's move on. So now that we have finished our plot twist, we're going to finish up this round. And then we're going to end the stream because the gentlemen have told me that they need to go, unfortunately. Otherwise, I'd keep them here for, because normally our streams are about 3 hours, and I could easily get 3 hours of new content out of this game.
Oh, God.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and choose our eligible bachelor on this one. Hank Crawfish is still available, but he has moved to the carriage house. Okay? So we're going to go again for, See, we're highest in ruthlessness, and neither one of these gentlemen have a high ruthlessness. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we continue to try and go for Jack, who's interested in someone else? Or should we go back to Lieutenant, so we want to go for Damo or Lieutenant Drunkman? It did not restart. We're still playing the same round. We just had a plot twist in there, Crafter. I think that's right. Is that right?
That's right.
Yes. Yeah.
Go for stinky breath? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we want to go for so what? Well, I mean, Hank has -2 against us, but Or, well, actually not against us, but we have -2 against him. But do you think we should try it? I mean, are you guys desperate enough to try and marry Dr. Halitosis? Are you serious?
Poor Hank. Yeah.
No way.
I think we should go for Damo. Kyrian, okay, you guys, let's just be, this is important. Kyrian just said, we need the money, Jessa, and let's keep it, that's what it's about. I mean, we need to get off food stamps. Serious.
Yeah.
She wants to get married and he might be our best chance. So it looks like the story is going to end with us. Maybe, you know what? Maybe she could invent flossing and become famous for the woman who invented flossing.
Oh my gosh.
And her husband, she would try it out on him. Mark is just cracking up. Oh my God, that's awesome to see you laughing so hard.
Sorry, that's a great ending. I wish I'd have thought of that ending. That's a great ending.
Okay, so you know what? Let's go ahead and have her go for Hank Crawfish because you know what? We can't get picky. But we will end her story with having her be the first person to invent toothpaste. And we'll do toothpaste because we'll just have him put it on his finger and rub it around his mouth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Joe is saying this was rigged, so we had to end up with smelly old guy. Okay, let's just be honest. As long as he can get his pickle, if he can get his pickle to stand, his maypole to stand up, at least once, so we can get some progeny. I don't really think we're in a position to get picky, ladies.
This is family friendly. Yes.
Am I right?
Yeah.
It is family friendly, and I'm trying as hard as I can. Okay, let's do it. Hank Crawfish, it is. This is the big plot twist, you guys. We have eked so much story out of this game. And the game comes with a lot of story, you know what I mean? But the whole point of role-playing and how you can make this game, and any game that you're playing, so much bigger, is that you give everything a personality. You give it a name. You build up a scene around, you know, we can see the manor house where we're at. We can see the metal wrought iron. That's what I was looking for. The wrought iron bench where the secret was told. We've just seen a little book unfold. The tribulations of La Shaniqua. I vote for it. So before we finish this last ditch opportunity, you may be in last place. People do not understand and appreciate the true quality of a true ghetto woman. I am very offended right now. I am extremely offended from to the bottom of my core. What's a sister got to do to get some respect? You know what I mean? Mark, are you with me? Are you with me or not, brother? Come on. He's like, I'm not sure. I'm mostly kind of scared.
Oh, no.
No, answer your trivia question. Here's your chance to get a little respect.
I was reading chat.
I'm going to bring out... So, but you know what? My secret desire is to find Mark Harmon's inner brother.
Oh,
that's my desire. Mark Harpin has an inner brother lurking deep down within, And I'm going to meet him and we're going to share a plate of ribs. And we're going to talk about, you know, the true trials of being a black person in American society. And he's going to be right on par with that. Aren't you, Mark?
I would
right?
love that.
You better.
Are you kidding? That would be amazing. I'm in.
Yeah, girl.
These guys are going to talk about this for months. Okay, so they're already, Chad is already telling me what we should be choosing here.
Oh. Morgwin.
Okay, so here we go. You may be in last place, La Shaniqua, but don't despair. And it looks like there might be an extra space between but and don't to add into your dev notes.
List.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you
Here's
for that.
a chance for you to gain some much needed ground. You're welcome. You had barely begun your morning constitutional when Hank Crawfish stepped out of the wood by the edge of the path. It seems he had been waiting for your arrival. Without a chaperone or sister or rival in sight, it is your chance to have a bit of private conversation. What would you, La Shaniqua, like to do? Okay, steer the conversation to a topic of your interest, of interest to your bachelor. Choose to play hard to get and avoid conversation. Oh man. Okay, so you guys were saying steer the conversation already. Everybody is saying steer the
Steer the conversation.
Look at Joe in chat. She's like, cause we be desperate. And I just made an Australian woman say the words, cause we be desperate. That's awesome. Okay.
That is awesome.
Because I know that they don't say that in Australia. I know good and well that there is no such thing as the ghetto in Australia. You guys don't even have black folk down there yet. We haven't imported them in yet. She's gonna prove me right. I know there are black folks in Australia and everywhere in the world, but still it's funny. Okay. Okay, so we're going to steer the conversation to a topic of interest to your bachelor. However, we're not going to just click this. That's a boring Let's Play. We don't do boring Let's Plays. We role play everything. What will the topic of interest be?
Oh.
Give it to me, chat. Whoever gives me the best one wins. Developers can also give me an idea too. Everybody's playing. We're all playing together.
We'll abstain from this one.
Yeah, it's a little cheaty.
All right, so what is the topic of conversation? Patrick's still voting for hard to get. Yeah, actually, mouthwash. The topic of conversation is mouthwash. Okay, anything else? Think hard, people. It could be like, like, what would he be interested? Because I don't think he's interested. Remember, the topic has to be something he's interested in. If he were interested in that, we wouldn't be standing 6 feet back from the brother. What is he, like, what gave him that bad breath? Would it be like his love of a certain nasty fish or something? Knee impropriety. Ooh, stinky French cheese. Carrion wins. So let's do it Let's do it where stinky French cheese is an innuendo to Hank for what happens in the marriage bed. You understand what I'm saying? So La Shaniqua will start out with, like, I had an opportunity to visit Paris recently, and I visited a cheesemonger's. What's the name for a cheese shop in French? It's like a charcuterie or something like that. Anyway, so
yeah. Yep.
Oh, fromagerie. Thank you. Got it. Okay, so and they had an absolutely delicious plate for tea of pickles, very large ones, and cheese, extremely aromatic ones. And with the pickle joining together with the delicious odor and taste of the aromatic cheese, well, I will tell you, Mr. Crawford, that it was heavenly. All right, so we have stinky cheese and pickles being a euphemism for what happens in the bedroom. And we're going to steer the topic of conversation to our bachelor. It turns out that he is extremely interested in stinky cheeses and a pickle connoisseur. I dearly hope so. Let's see. This is what's going to determine whether we live or die in the world of Austen Translation. Being well aware of your bachelor's love of games, you turn the conversation towards his favorite pastime. That's not at all what we said. Oh, wait, no.
It's the second conversation. No. It's what you spoke of after the cheese.
Oh, okay. So, but no, the bachelor's love of games. What game does a bachelor love more than anything else? Nudge, nudge. Wink, wink. A bit of wink, wink, murder. And yes, this is a family-friendly channel, usually. All right, so which game did he say he liked? I couldn't help but notice, Mr. Crawford, that it is a beautiful, crisp morning. And it reminds me, though, of the shadows which fall behind the trees. And the shadows, which are perfect for a maiden to hide in, for a game of wink-wink murder. Wouldn't you agree? Yayos! Hello! +2! +2, babies! My, what a clever girl. Your listening skills have shown your bachelor that you are paying attention, and you have demonstrated your social value. Your match gives Hank Crawfish a bit of a boost. La Shaniqua has set her cap for Hank Crawfish, Augusta for Jack Willoughby for Jack Damo, Violet for Hank Crawfish, you're going down, Fanny for Hank Crawfish, no, and Annabelle for Jack Damo. Annabelle is yours, Damo, if you want her. Look at those pearls. You can pull those pearls off in a lusty night, Damo. So what we have learned, ladies and gentlemen, is that halitosis is very sexy. What have we learned? That's what I've learned. That's what I can take away from this. All right. So nobody picked Lieutenant Drunkman. Lieutenant Drunkman is going to drink himself to death.
Oh.
So Damo, which one do you like? Which one do you like, Damo? He says she's not his type.
There's only one right answer here.
Yeah.
No, actually there isn't. I would have been fine. Pickles and fromage. Anyway, while I'm waiting for Damo to answer that. Okay, so now we just go ahead and click anywhere, gentlemen?
Yep. And there'll be one more round after this, and then the game will come to an end.
Okay, chapter 4, an afternoon at the Archery Club goes horribly awry. So just to check in with you guys on timing, do either of you guys need to leave desperately, or did you call your partners and tell them you'd be late?
They're lurking in the other room even as we speak. But we should be good to get to the end of the game. We're close.
Yeah, we should finish. Besides, we can't leave now.
Okay, tell them to come in here. Tell them to come in here and get on the camera. Let's play all of the last one together. Okay, so chapter 4. An afternoon at the Archery Club goes horribly awry. Violet awoke to a clean and crisp morning. It was promising weather indeed for an afternoon of archery and charming conversation. If only, she mused drowsily, yay! It's the guys!
So this is
okay,
my
lean in
husband
here.
Darrow,
so who's behind
Eric's
Mark?
partner Paul.
Mark?
Jessa knows Paul.
I know Paul, but I don't know who's behind Mark.
Darrow. Yep.
Can Darrow?
Ooh.
Eric,
Can you put that in chat?
There you go.
Darrow. Oh, so that's your husband?
Yes.
Shocking, isn't it?
That is freaking awesome.
See, he gets that reaction everywhere he goes. It's amazing.
Garo, get yourself a chair and sit down, brother. Sit down, brother. Get a chair. Scoot in here. You're going to help me get a ghetto queen married.
Ooh.
Everyone, please give a warm Jessa Channel welcome to Garo.
There's a lot of lag on the transmission. Yeah.
All right, guys, let's do chapter 4. Were you watching this in the other room, Garo?
Oh yeah. Sort of.
Awesome. That was wonderful. Okay, Violet. So Violet awoke, let's see. Let's do that again. Violet awoke to a clean and crisp morning. It was promising weather indeed for an afternoon of archery and charming conversation. If only, she mused drowsily, we might avoid the usual excess of calls to the first aid station that these sort of outings usually engender. Violet thought then of the prospect of all of these sharp, flying shafts, short tempers, and acrimonious grudges, and decided she was being quite the silly goose after all. So, we're going to go ahead and do a date at the Archery Club, which somebody is probably going to get shot in the butt. All right, so we have Eric Crawfish, Lieutenant Drunkman, and Jack Damo. All right, we have it clear who the ladies want, so we have got to do something important to knock one of our rivals out. That is the most important thing to do. To at least make it between two other people. We definitely want to get rid of Fanny because she has the same dress if we can. So it is now our turn. Because I was talking, I missed what Fanny may have chosen.
Oh, gosh.
Okay.
You can click on the book in the right-hand corner. It'll tell you what she chose.
As you can see in chat, Garo, everyone's saying hello to you.
Yes, I do see that.
Got that. Okay. Oh, it does. Oh, that's neat. So the book will tell you what people have chosen beforehand.
Yep.
Fanny, that lowbrow wench, chose an off-color joke about a mouse and an elephant and a squirrel and a very, very bawdy night. I can't believe it. It's so low class. Anyway, that gives Fanny +2 wit. Annabelle pretends she's a classical statue of Artemis, goddess of the hunt. Unique. I'll give you +1 for creativity. Augusta announces her embrace of the spinster lifestyle. Oh. Okay, so what does this last one mean? Augusta wins the game if the best match has a difference of 3 or more. What does a difference of 3 or more mean?
So you're trying to match as close as possible your stats to the suitor stats, and the difference will be your score at the end of the game. And she'll win the game if there's no match that's better than that, than 3.
Yeah. So a good match would be one that's very close, where the stats are very similar. So it might be 1 point off or 2 points off. So she'll win basically if no one did a good job.
Which is pretty much us. We didn't. And it looks like she's very likely to win because she's very close. So I played this very tongue-in-cheek, but there is a strategy to this, which I kind of ignored for comedy value, which means we're probably going to lose.
Yes, but it's kind of the way I like to play the game too, where I'm more interested in the story and the characters and making interesting choices. Hardcore strategy players could obviously be making more sort of, nuts and boltsy decisions.
Yeah. And that's pretty cool because you can play this if you're a role player like Mark and I are, or if you're a strategy person or maybe a power gamer. People can power game your game.
Yep.
That's serious power gaming. If you're going for if you're going to try and power game a Jane Austen game, I think you need help. Honestly.
Yeah.
I think you're pushing it at that point. So it looks like we might want to. So someone is saying here that we should choose a ruthless option. Chocolate is saying that.
It would help you, yes.
But we also don't have anything here under the charm section. Okay. So we want to choose something like +2 ruthlessness, right? Is that correct?
I would probably do charm, actually.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, no, Eric's right. Charm would be the better choice. Yeah.
The strategic, anyway.
Yeah.
Story-wise.
Unfortunately, we don't seem to... Oh, here, +2 charm. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, I can act this one out. Here we go. All right. It's a beautiful day. Not a cloud in the sky. Completely blue. Let's see, which of the rivals? Augusta is wearing a lovely, let's see, what's she wearing? What color is she wearing? There we go. That's kind of gray. So she's got these beautiful silvery rhinestone color things on there. And we walk over and point her out to the new rose garden that's been put into the manor. The gardeners have been doing a lovely job. While she's looking at the roses, we gently put our arm around her shoulder, and we say, "Observe over here, this milky pink rose. Aren't its blooms as delicate as a rose dew?" And as we're doing that, we're plucking rhinestones off of her dress, plopping them into our bosoms like this, you know, like this, just plucking them, and, you know, because they're glued on because she's cheap. Anyway, you know, ours are sewed on, and, you know, because we're quality. Anyway, so, and then we decorate our arrow with these beautiful rhinestones. Our arrow glows in the morning sun. We take aim. Pull back. Our fan is still in the other hand because we can do that. We pull back. And release our bow. Twing! The arrow shoots true. Except that kind of lopsided because of the but still manages to hit. Oh, bravo, Shaniqua! Bravo, la Shaniqua! The crowd oohs and ahs. We take a delicate bow. All right. So we choose who takes negative one charm. Of course, it's going to be Augusta, who's crying right now like a little girl in the rose garden. What a wimp. All right, and it's now Violet's turn. She lets her slip a ruinous rumor about one of her rivals. Me?
You!
Me? She heard about that night in Vegas. And we come to the epilogue, where the virtuous get exactly what they want, deserve.
Yes, not the same
Very
thing.
different.
The village turns out on a Sunday morning as the church bells ring to wish one lucky bride and her hapless expense account groom-to-be a very satisfactory life. But which one? They had best make haste. Soon the wailing of the girls doomed to inevitable abject poverty and grief-stricken house of the spurned bachelors will rise to such a fevered pitch that normal conversation will be impossible. Dun 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 dun. Or what's the marriage song? That's the marriage song. Okay, that's not the marriage song. The marriage song, like you're going to your death. Oh, I don't remember. What's the marriage song? You guys sing the marriage song. I don't know. You guys know it. You guys are married.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're the music guy?
Yep.
Thank you. Okay, here we go. All right. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Jack Willowy proposes to Augusta. He can have her. But alas, she loves another. Lieutenant Drunkman proposes to Augusta. But alas, she loves another.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Ah!
Oh. So
No!
probably.
Oh. That's
Dun,
harsh.
dun.
Uh-oh.
Jack Damo remains a bachelor, which I think Damo might find to be particularly apropos. Eric got dissed, which is not apropos, Eric. You never. That's not apropos. That's not what you normally experience. La Shaniqua, Fanny, Annabelle all fail to find the husband and die in humiliating poverty in a rat-infested hovel. If only they'd had a chance, they might have gone on to become members of Parliament, or to make groundbreaking scientific discoveries, or, hey, I was reading!
Oh.
You might want to make that be a pause that you can click on. Anyway, oh, look at that! I can't, it's going too fast, I can't read. The bold choice to embrace the spinster lifestyle pays off. Augusta headed to the big city to seek her fortune. Without a husband to weigh her down, she might even become a famous musician. Okay. I'm just going to click print screen now because I'm going to put that on as the final thing. I'm sorry, say that again, Eric?
You didn't do too bad, though. You ended up in 3rd place.
It's true.
Out of 5?
Quite you.
Oh, that's not bad. I mean, pretty cool. Awesome, 3rd place. Annabelle, the loser. We always knew she was one. Okay.
Yep. So you can see there the spinster lifestyle option.
So
1.
Damo, can you deal with that ending? Are you okay? Yeah. And I see the spinster life here. Go ahead and say what you're going to say. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. So, and then you look at the end of each of the lines, it shows you the score, the difference between what the rival's stats were and what the bachelor was looking for. And that's the number that that tells you basically who won. The smallest number wins.
Golf scores.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just want to make sure I understand this. W stands for wits, charm, and retribution. So we ended up with 3 wits, 2 charm, and 8 retribution. Is that correct? Ruthlessness.
Yes, that's you. Yep.
Okay.
Ruthlessness. Yep. And then your bachelor was looking for someone with a 3 wit, a 6 charm, and a 5 ruthlessness. And if you do the math, which the game does for you, it means there's a difference of 8 points between what stats you had and what stats he was looking for.
Really?
Well, plus
got
or
it.
minus.
Okay, I got it. So that's why she's ahead of me. She had 6 difference.
Gotcha.
She had 8. And she had 12.
Yep. Yep. And so the couple with the closest score, the couple with the lowest difference,
and the
is the
spinster
one that
life,
wins
which is
the
a
game.
wonderful thing that you've written in there. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I was just saying that the couple with the smallest difference gets married and wins the game, basically.
But if the person with the smallest difference wins, they get a spinster life? What determines whether that wins or not?
That's a choice in the last chapter. So she specifically chose to forget about men because either she wasn't doing very well or the other matches were far enough ahead.
Because she's a lesbian.
Yes, entirely possible.
That's canon.
So it's basically they took a chance. Augusta took a chance that the matches were going to be bad and said, I'm going to risk it. I'm going to choose spinster lifestyle. And then if the matches are all bad, I basically win by default.
Got it. Okay. All right. So that is a summary of the results of play in our match of Jane Austen. And Mark said in the beginning, before we started recording, that we'd be able to do 3 matches, but he did not reckon for my intense role-playing nature.
No, that's true. I did not plan for the role-playing aspects.
So at this point, do you just press escape to get to the main menu? Yeah. Okay, got it. All right, so that has been Austen Translation. And I want to thank you gentlemen so much for joining me. And I'm going to be contacting you guys afterwards to kind of have you guys give me a I review how this went, you know, if it's something that you'd like to do again with your next game, or maybe even with this one, how you think it works as from a developer standpoint, being live, despite our audio problems. For those of you guys in chat,
we'd love to. And thank you so much.
Let me know what you thought of the game. Head on over to patreon.com / the Jessa Channel. Because remember that I have one key for Austen Translation to give away to the person who shows me an awesome menu. It doesn't have to be, you can just say pizza and beer, and promises to show me a picture of them playing Austen Translation with up to 5 friends. Okay? Because this is a fantastic dinner party game. And next week we're having a dinner party, so I'm wondering if I might bring this one out. I think I might. Anyway, I'll need to get hold of a laptop, but I'll try. So in any case, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'm going to put myself on the screen now at this point so that I might say to you that I am so glad that you joined me. Worthing and Moncrieff stay on Skype just for a little bit so I can finish up with you. But for the rest of you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, please hit the thumbs up button below. If you enjoyed it, and if you loved it, join the party and subscribe, which most of you guys already are. But for those of you guys watching later on YouTube, we'll be doing more of these developer commentary, let's plays, live streams, and as always, thank you so much for watching.